channel. Today I'm going to do another Instagram recreation look because let's just be honest, that's what you guys want to see. So today I'm doing James Charles. I'm doing this look of his. I'm sure a lot of people know who he is because he's become like the first male cover girl, and like if you're into makeup at all, this guy has the best, like, really good makeup looks that I'm just like blown away all the time. Like, look at that. What the hell? How do you even do that? But he is so good. So the look that I'm recreating is this one right here. Let me show you another shot of it. That one right there. Look how pretty that is. I didn't go that extreme. Obviously, like, he doesn't have eyebrows, and he did like all these like golden freckle things that I didn't do, but I do love sort of like the technique. I tried to kind of recreate the technique but in my own way. I didn't use any of these colors. I wanted to just stick to a new palette. This one's a Huda Beauty palette. So those colors are very similar to what this palette has. So I just wanted to stick to the Huda palette. I think most of the time when I do these recreations, I don't use the same products that the artist used because I like to kind of figure it out on my own, find the colors in my own collection. That way I can use a few things that I haven't picked up, or just maybe show you guys new options. You know, this palette is so pretty, so if you guys own this palette, I do want to give you guys some more options, and I'm going to be doing a full review on this palette just to give you guys like my full thoughts about it. There are a few good and not so good opinions on it, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of give you guys my own take. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this look. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys have any pictures that you've seen or any artists that you guys want to see me recreate the look, no matter how hard you think it looks, I don't care. I'm up for the challenge. Or even just something so simple, again, I'll do it. And so I'm just gonna jump in and get started on this look. I hope that you guys enjoy it. The first thing that I like to start off with is my eyeshadow. I've been obsessed with this primer. This is from Anastasia in the shade Honey. So I really like it because it's really close to my skin tone, a little bit lighter. Basically gives me a clean canvas. So moving on to the eyeshadow palette, I've been loving my Huda palette. So I've been starting off with the shade Bay, and it's just a very light yellowish shade. I like to apply this all over my lid first to kind of lay down a base for my eyeshadow. And then the second color I'm picking up is called Sandalwood. This shade is a perfect transition shade. I'm going to be applying that right in the crease of my eye, and I'm just going back and forth. I like to do circular motions, and also I'm pushing the eyeshadow back slightly past my brow towards like my temple area to give it a really elongated type of look, I guess. And then the second shade I'm picking up is the shade Henna. It's a really dark kind of brick red. This, I'm applying it with a smaller brush this time, but still focusing it right in the crease of my eye, and again, pull it out. Okay, now to add some definition, I'm going in the shadow Cocoa, and I'm going to apply that in the outer corner of my eye. I'm actually applying it right in the outer V, and again, pulling it out. I want the V part of my eye to be slightly darker and gradually lay in as I go towards the inner corner. Now for some little bit of glam, I'm taking Trust Fund. This is one of my favorite eyeshadows in the palette, and I'm actually going to take my finger and pack that color directly in the outer part of my my lid. With these shadows, they are a little bit hard and complicated to use, so I really suggest using them with your fingers and sometimes even wet. You need to really pack these colors on to work, but when you get it, they are beautiful. And then with the remaining part of my lid, I'm going in with Moondust. Moondust is just a shimmer shadow which has a really pretty golden glow to it. So I'm applying that, so that's giving the eyeshadow a lot of depth. I'm going to move on to my brows before I finish the rest of my eyeshadow. So I like to do my eyebrows before my eyeshadow because I like to make sure that my eyeshadow is really, really blended, and sometimes it means going past my eyebrows with big fluffy brushes. So if I was to have my eyebrows done, they'd probably get a ton of eyeshadow on them, so I do prefer this method. It gives me so much more room to play with. And then again, before I finish my eyeshadow, I'm just going to move on to doing a few things for my face, taking my Smashbox primer and just applying that all over to give my skin a really smooth looking texture. My foundation, I am taking my Anastasia Stick Foundation. I'm also going to mix a little bit of this rose oil from Pixie. I love adding a little bit of oil, especially to my thicker foundations. It makes the foundations blend in a lot more seamless, especially if you have really dry skin. This is going to be really, really helpful for you, especially now that it's like fall and winter coming up. So definitely try this. I think it's a life-changing experience. And then for my concealer, I am taking my Anastasia concealer. I do love this concealer because it is very creamy, so it makes it really easy to blend. And with this concealer, I'm taking a little bit of time to clean up my eyeshadow and clean up my eyebrows. And just take your beauty blender, make sure that you blend everything out. And just pick up your beauty blender one more time. Make sure everything is really well blended. I'm going to be setting the entire face using my Kat Von D translucent powder. This is my favorite translucent powder at the moment. I love it, even better than the Laura Mercier. If you haven't tried the difference, it's really, I mean, it's not something that you can really feel. It's just the look of the makeup. I think it just makes it look so much smoother and not as dry looking, if that makes sense. And then for my contour, I need to get a new one because I broke mine. But as you can see, this is my Sephora bronzer in the color Los Cabos. I do love this bronzer. I recently picked it up, and I love the color because it gives you a very natural color for contour. I use this on so many skin tones, and I find that it's like one of those like universal shades. So I love it, and it's really affordable. Now to highlight my face, this is a newer highlighter from Makeup Forever. It's called the Profusion Highlighter in the shade Golden. I do prefer more golden undertones for my skin, so this is a really perfect highlighter, and as you can see, it's like amazing. So I'm going to be applying that on, and once I do that, I can move back over to my eyes and finish the rest of my eyeshadow. So going back into the shadow henna, I'm picking up a smaller, denser brush and I'm buffing that right along the lower lash line of my eye, and then of course we want to pull that back and into the shadows that were previously there. And then go in with sandalwood and blend that out. Taking a Clinique black eyeliner, applying a really generous amount to the waterline, and then bringing that a little bit lower to the lash line. And then I'm going to apply the color Black Truffle and just make sure to really smoke that out. With a smaller brush, I'm kind of pushing that shadow from my lower lash line up to the outer edge, up to the outer corner of my eye, and kind of blending that out to get a really seamless smoked out look. But I don't like to add the eyeshadow. I don't like to add the black eyeshadow directly to the outer corner. I just kind of push it out. I'm taking a Sephora white pencil and just using that as a base for the eyeshadow to really pop. You want to make sure. And then I'm taking the color 24 karat and just applying a very generous amount to the inner corner. Now you can apply your eyelashes and your mascara. For my lip color, I'm going to pick up the shade Stripped from Anastasia, the liquid lipstick, and I'm just going to apply that on. But for some reason, it just didn't show me adding the highlighter on, so I went back to my highlighter from Makeup Forever and applied that to the center of my lips and my Cupid's bow. And that is it. That is the entire look. I really hope that you enjoyed this look. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you have any other suggestions, again, please leave me down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you.